Here's Robinson. Kicks it out to James. In the corner, it's Robinson. On the wing, James. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. They're obviously disappointed with how things are going. Momentum working right now against them.
And I think for Golden State, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language playing with. That sustained focus, it's why they're leading this division.
That's good by Mitchell. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Out to the wing. Bol kicks to LeBron. Back to Bol. Pass to James. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Simmons. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
It's stolen by Adebayo. To the right side. To the inside. And stolen by Simmons. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Kevin, back to you.
He knows his stuff. Passes to Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Mitchell's got 8 points.
D was too focused on Wiggins scoring. Easy give to his teammate.
To the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wiggins kicks to Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Six seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Connect. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Heat. They're up by 5. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Guys, thanks. Andrew, this team has set the tone at the defensive end. What's working for you?
We just got after it. That's the main thing, we're just trying to make them uncomfortable.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Hey, everybody, nothing like a little trade news to perk up your day. We'll take a look first at some transactions around the NBA. NBA phones could ring at any moment. What's the best phone call you guys ever got in a locker room?
I always love hearing from family, especially on the road. Big spirit booster.
I had a giant phone one time shaped like a shoe at an All-Star game in 2005. You guys remember that?
I do, and I remember thinking phones and shoes should never swap places. Unsanitary, and you know what? Also unnecessary. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Warriors.
They were sloppy, gave the ball away too much, and that comes down to one thing. Focus.
I'm sorry, Shaq. I was distracted. Focus.
Did you say something, Shaq?
Yeah, my focus was deterred.
What, did you say something, Kenny?
What?
Yeah, I said focus. I said focus, not I want to kiss. Focus.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from Davion Mitchell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Mitchell is out there with Powell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Jaquez in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Hero. The tray. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Powell, that's good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
The Warriors shooting 43% from the floor. Pass to Bull. Now here's Curry. Back to Simmons. It's stolen by Adebayo. Now Butler. And they pick up 2. Butler's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's Hero. Good, and the assist goes to James. Heroes got 4 this quarter.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Higgins is checked in for Miami. Podziemski's coming in for Norman Powell. Different look here for the Warriors. Adams, he's checked in for Bol Bol. Hachimura comes in for Ben Simmons. Dyson Daniels checked in for LeBron. And James subbed in for Curry. And so James will bring it up for the Warriors. 6-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
And Hero is sinister off the dribble.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Podziemski with it. Working on James. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Daniels into the lane. And the layup falls. Now just a 2-point Miami lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Back to Hero. Screen by Adams. For the tie. And Hero finishes inside. Hero's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Stolen by Hero. Hachimura the pass to Hero. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Going with a whole new group out there. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Warriors. Gannett comes in for James. The Heat trail by 3. Here's Smith. They need this. Robinson pulls it in. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Kicks it out to Hero. 6 to shoot. It's up a 3, and it's connects. That time on the assist by Daniels. Connects. Got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Smith outside. Pass to Jovic. Here's Richard. Offensive rebound. Ware, good. Ware's got his first basket of the night.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Outside Hero. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. No good with the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
– 40 seconds left in the third. Pass to Larson. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Larson.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Inside, Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Ruri showing off that athletic ability.
Now here is Smith. He's guarded by Connect.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
Here's Daniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Warriors. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got it.
The fourth, setting the floor for the Warriors. Hachimura out there with Daniels. Then it's Connect. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Connect. Covered by Mitchell. Outside Daniels. No good on the three. The Heat trail by 4. Wiggins drives in. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
I love it when Wiggins puts it on the deck, using that athleticism that he's been so gifted with to his advantage.
Connect with it. Thompson, a screen on Mitchell. Hachimura kicks to Thompson. Back to Hachimura. And it's off from three-point range. And Miami shooting 40% from the field. Not bad at all.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Pass to Thompson. The three. Klay Thompson with that deep range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And it's Mitchell missing. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Daniels. And he lays it straight in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with this team. A different look for Miami. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Khalil Ware. Butler comes in for Wiggins, and it's Powell in for Brandon Podziemski. Different look here for the Warriors. Bol, he's checked in for Robinson. Simmons comes in for Hachimura. LeBron's checked in for Dyson Daniels. And Curry subbed in for Dalton Connect. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Erik Spoelstra's huddle, and Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Adebayo. A great pass leads him right to the rack.
That is not a simple finish by any means. his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Dyson Daniels checked in for Ben Simmons. Dalton Knecht comes in for Bull. And Hero subbed in for Klay Thompson. And so Hero will bring it up for Golden State. From outside, knocks down the three.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Three, good.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Here's Hero. Beyond the arc. It's good.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
Outside Butler. For three. Hero there for the rebound. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Jacks up a 3, and there's the 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Had the space there, but it's offline. Warriors leading by 5. Curry attacking. Here's Knecht, defended by Butler. Curry outside, wrestles a 3. Knocks down the 3.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And they double up James.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Butler! The 3 is off.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Powell. Strong move off the glass.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And an intentional foul right there. Different look here for the Warriors. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for LeBron. Simmons comes in for Knecht. Thompson, he's checked in for Hero. And Chris Paul subbed in for Seth Curry.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And some changes here for the Warriors. Heroes checked in for Dyson Daniel. And James subbed in for Thompson. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ballgame. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Now Butler launches it. Simmons there for the rebound. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Team foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5.
And what you love about Bronny James is his defense-first mindset. Whether he's at the point of attack or playing off the ball, he's a disruptor. That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Now a timeout called by Miami. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
There's still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Mitchell fires. He drills the three.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Mitchell! Oh, trying for it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hero. From deep. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance, they show just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at the Trailblazers, still early, but they have the third best record in the conference. And, of course, the Warriors, a game back.
Well, I think for Golden State, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Now the opening lineup for the Portland Trailblazers. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Inside. We'll see Kamara and Klingit, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, Tyler Hero is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's LeBron James, then it's Bol Bol, and it's Simmons in at the 4. And as some of you might know, this game serving as the third contest in group play of the NBA Cup tournament for these two teams. Grant, a lot on the line here tonight for them.
Yeah, B.A., and both sides are very much alive in the group stage at this point. Whoever gets the win here is well on their way to the next stage of the NBA Cup.
Here's Sharp. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. The shot by Lillard, no good. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about defending Damian Lillard, the future Hall of Fame point guard. Coach remarked, Dame's been doing this a long time. He scored a lot of points. He knows how to beat any defense. From our end, it becomes about effort, making Lillard work for every point he gets. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Lillard. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Off the outside. From deep. Again, the miss by Portland. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Williams is checked in for Portland.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
Here's James. Avdia pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Much to the fans' delight, Stan. Shaedon Sharp's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
Off the outside. Outside Sharp. There's the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Portland has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. It's Sharp on the wing. Avdia from outside. The offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty.
Pass to James. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Now here's Avdia, coming off a solid outing against Chicago.
Muscling down that rebound. Big man playing big.
And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Sharp. All sorts of time. Here's Williams. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Well, a throwback big. Williams almost exclusively operates around the hoop.
Here's Simmons. Portland grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Portland.
The last game between these teams was so close, but ultimately their bench put them over the top.
Yeah, depth plays a huge factor in this league. You can't win just with 5 guys.
Hero, the pass to Bowl. Back to Hero. 1:02 left in the first. No good from 11 feet.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Lillard finds Avdia. The 3 is up. Bowl grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Hero's got 5.
Well, that's the danger of giving Hero a look from deep.
Outside, Williams. Back to Lillard. 3-pointer Sharp. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Golden State has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Back to Simmons. Pass to James. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. James has got his second basket of the night.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
From outside the arc. And no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Warriors ahead. They lead by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
We've got Dyson Daniels, Dalton Connect out there with Thompson. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's Adams in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And we're going courtside now. A report on Donovan Clingan. What have they told you, Allie?
Hey, guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. It's his shoulder that's the source of discomfort right now. Diagnosis at this point is that it's just a sprain. The recovery time is still up in the air, but, guys, one thing's for sure, a return tonight is out of the question.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Now here's Hachimura. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And stolen by Williams. Holiday looking for an opening. And the layup is good off the glass. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Deni Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, BA, Deni was just 24 when he got moved and fetched 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds. A big haul.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. James is checked in for the Warriors. Tyler Hero comes in for Klay Thompson. Then for Portland, Sharp. He's checked in for Thibault. And Lillard subbed in for Drew Holiday. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Murray for three. Portland again missing. The Warriors lead by 3. To the paint. Oh, wow! Set him up and let LeBron finish.
The timing LeBron possesses is second to none. Fantastic at measuring when to go for alley-oops.
Pass to Murray. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Hero, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
Now here's Sharp. He had a big outing in that Bulls game as well. Murray finds Lillard. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, you set him up, and Lillard will knock him down. Nice job being ready.
And it's Hachimura missing. Blazers trail by 5. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Lillard, no good. James inside, working on Williams. And there's James on the assist from Hachimura. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report.
Well, that's a part of Sharp's game that he takes very serious.
And there's James from the arc. Portland with a rebound. Abdia's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Lillard. Launches it. Yes, sir! You can count on Dame from deep.
Well, maybe they lost Lillard. We don't normally see him fire up corner threes.
Now here's Connect. Defended by Lillard. Out to James. And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Bol, he's checked in for Adams. Simmons comes in for Hachimura. Thompson, he's checked in for Hero. And it's Curry in for Connect. Then for Portland, Reith, he's checked in for Williams. Kamara comes in for Murray. And Holiday subbed in for Abdia. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simmons, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Simmons has got his first bucket in this one.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Three-pointer, Holiday gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Nice quick shot from Holiday. Not giving the defense time to react to him having the ball.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Warriors on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back right after this.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
It usually takes some time for rookies to adjust, I'm telling you, man. But this group is playing like they've already been here for a while.
Preparation, Kenny. These guys got some good coaching before.
Let's get back to our game featuring Portland. That first half was pretty even.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in a big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella, taking some pressure off the starters here. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Coach, the defense has been ahead of the schedule for Portland. Where do they take the next step in that regard?
Well, first off, BA, they can do much better on the defensive board. Also, cutting down their careless fouls. Those are things they have to look to clean up.
On the court right now for Portland. Sharp at the 2 with Avdia playing the 3. Williams is out there with Toumani Camara. And it's Lillard in at the point. Curry against Lillard. Pass to Sharp for the tie. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Hero. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Avdia from outside. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Kamara's got 5 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Hero, the pass to Curry. The 3 is up. And there's Hero. That's good. On the assist from Curry. Curry's got his 3rd assist of the night. Outside Sharp. 4-3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bol's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half. And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Lillard with the ball. He's got 6. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Back to you, BA.
He's finding that balance. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Out there. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you, right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture, you can't win the NBA Cup, but you can certainly lose it. Lots of teams are close to being eliminated. This is just such a fun competition.
Williams on the wing. He's covered by Connect. It's Avdia on the wing. Again, the miss by Portland.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Has to connect. James outside. And here is Thompson. Let's go with a three. Offensive rebound. Robinson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for 2, Mitchell Robinson.
And he drops the first. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, for Lillard, that's a routine shot. He's one of the greatest three-point shooters in league history.
Blazers trail by 7. It's Sharp with the drive. Got a hand on it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniels. Reed, he's checked in for Portland.
Number 26, Rock Reed.
Here's Avdia. No points yet. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools showing his hops on that one.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. To the middle. Robinson with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Daniels. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set. Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And stolen by Williams. Avdia passes to Lillard. No good with the triple.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And stolen by Williams. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Warriors dancers.
Checked in for the Warriors. Then for Portland, Thibault, he's checked in for Avdia. Rupert comes in for Sharp. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Blazers trail by 11. Now here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Pass to Reith. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. You have to be careful against Connect inside. He'll turn you into a highlight.
Now Portland with it. Here's Reith. Here's Rupert. Again, the miss by Portland. And here are the Warriors now. They're on an 18-6 run. And there's the lob. James finds Daniels. Adams, shot's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's Rupert. Holiday from long range. Not going to go that time. Gets it off. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money. And made things look easy for his teammates.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Rui Hachimura is out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Dyson Daniels. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Avdia passes to Holiday. The three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors lead by 15. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's on Drew Holiday.
You can call Dyson Daniels a 6'8" point guard. He is great handling the ball, and let me tell you, few better defenders than Daniels in the league.
So he gets them both. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for him.
Avdia passes to Holiday. Off top. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Thibault. Avdia outside. Thibault against Daniels. Now Holiday puts one up from 19. Oh, he can't hit it.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Here's Hachimura. Now Thompson from downtown. Williams rips down the board. Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware where he is at all times.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Tyler Hero.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Blazers trail by 16. And now an update on Damian Lillard from Allie LaForce. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with Portland's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Unfortunately, that's not the news fans were hoping for.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Outside Kamara. Here's Holiday. Shoots a 3. Ball with the rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
After losing the first game, they've come back and evened things up in this one. They'll play one more time in this season series after this.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Tyler Hero.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him. Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Down low. Off the outside. Shot to stop the run. Offensive board. Pass to Sharp. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. And they picked up their second win in the group stage of the NBA Cup.
Well, that moves them to 2-1 during group play. And by avoiding that second loss, they put themselves in a good position to advance to the next round.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
You know, it's only a select few. It's not many who make it to this point, and I would never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. And I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organizations, and for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge, and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Tyler Hero.